This is my range footage for the Ontelaunee 3-gun match, September 2nd, 2023. See description below for gear that I use for the match. Stage 1, see you next year. For stage 1, I started out with the rifle. So I can get the paper targets, which we have to either engage with a rifle or a pistol. After that, I switched over to the handgun, and I just shot the remaining metal targets that were out. This was a pretty quick and easy stage. Nothing too complicated. It was just pretty straightforward, actually. Then from here, after I shot these on the right, I had to go all the way to the left because there was one right behind that barrel that you couldn't see from the other side. Stage 1 results, 67.90 percentage points, 6th place in the 2-gun division. Stage 2, Hill Country. So for stage 2, I once again started out with the rifle. Just made quick work of these paper targets. Nothing too fancy. Had that one on the left I had to lean over a little bit. Dumped it and switched to the handgun. For this stage, I also on rifle, I had it on 1 power the whole time. I didn't have to zoom in or out. And then I just started working the metal targets on the right-hand side. Then right here, there's a stack of 3 plates. There's 3 in the front and then 3 in the back. The barrel kind of got in the way, so you had to try to work around it. I got a couple on the one side. Then I had to switch back over, keep moving over to the left side so I can get an angle on it. This stage should have been a little bit easier for me. I just don't know why I just kept missing a little bit too much, and then ran out, had to reload. Then I had to go back and hit the ones that didn't engage yet. I believe this is also the stage where I had the dot on a little bit too dim, and I was having a hard time picking it up. Stage 2 results, 44.65 percentage points, 8th place in the 2-gun division. Stage 3, never forget September. So this stage, I start out with the handgun. There's a lot of metal targets, and I just want to get them out of the way. This is pretty difficult. I had 2 Texas stars right in the middle that were covered up by the barrels, so you had to kind of shoot around both barrels on the left and right, and then something in center. So I started working on that, and it was just very hard to see because I kept on spinning way too much, and I was having a hard time hitting it. Then I went for a reload, so I'm on my 2nd magazine right now. And I'm just trying to keep hitting it. And I wasn't sure how many were left, because I thought I hit 10, but it wasn't. There was still a couple left over. And here I was about to put the gun away, and then Oro kind of pointed out there was at least one more, and there was actually another one that was left. And I had a little bit of a hard time hitting this one. Then once again I ran out of ammo, and then I realized I couldn't find the magazine because I had put it in my pocket. And I learned from this was to always start with the magazine in your pocket and then have the other 2 mags on my S-Tac holster. Finally, I was able to finish that, and here another calamity of errors. Front sight correction, I forgot to flip down the front cover of my scope, so I was basically shooting occluded, which it actually works. Then I got those over here, and then I went over, and once again I messed up and forgot that there was a little guy right underneath that one. This was a total shit show stage. Stage 3 results, 31.32 percentage points, 11th place in the 2-gun division. Stage 4, Safariland. So this stage I started out with the rifle, which is my favorite, and I had it zoomed in about 3 power, maybe 4 power, and I was shooting tank trap. Got those out of the way and got this one here. And as I start moving over, I start bringing it down to 1 power. And I had to reload because I got the reload from the last stage. It's no big deal. Then I went over, started shooting the targets on the left hand side. Then I was able to squeak by there and get those right there, 2 shots. And then that one right there, another 2, and then this one right here. I was about to put it away, and then I was kind of pointing out that I missed this one over here. So got that one, then I switched over, and that's when I went to the handgun. There's one metal target right here. Down, went straight down, and there was a column, I don't know if they're tombstone or metal plates right over here. Started out good, and then just kept missing. If you noticed that I had to readjust the grip because there was so much oil from my AR-15 that I dumped a little bit too much oil in. I was having a hard time with the grip. Then from that, it was another Texas Star over here. This one wasn't as bad because it was wide open, nothing in the way. And again, reload slowed me down as usual. And I was able to get the last 2 eventually.
If you're finished, unload and show clear. We got to...
Stage 4 results, 43.29 percentage points, 10th place in the 2-gun division. Stage 5, Streamlight. So this stage was cool. This is more up my alley. I like the long range stuff. So we had 4 targets out at 200 yards. And we either had to shoot them 4 times from right side and then 4 times from the left side using the barricade. Or if you wanted to shoot offhand, you could do it, just hit them 1 time each. So I opted to just use the barricade, standing position. And before that, there was I shot 4 paper targets on I'm sorry, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. And then I started engaging those long range targets. I actually forgot to turn on the trigger cam up until after I take out these last 2 targets. 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Then I remember I didn't turn it on, and I finally was able to turn the trigger cam on and engage the 4 targets. These are about 200 yards. I don't think I was actually at max magnification, maybe close to 6. And then from here, you can't see it too well, but there's a spinner right there, which I started engaging. I actually started doing pretty good in the beginning, and I had it going pretty easily. I was trying to get 2 on top and 2 on the bottom. And right as it was about to go over, of course, I ran out of ammunition and I had to reload. And as you can see, reaction is almost over. And then I started up again. And I started getting a little bit too antsy, and finally I just said, let me just slow down, take my time, and I hit 1 and just kept going top and bottom until it finally went over. But this should have been a lot easier, a lot faster than it looked.
But you feel so good when you finally go. Yeah, I know. Like, oh, that was only $25.
Stage 5 results, 47.73 percentage points, 10th place in the 2-gun division. Stage 6, Thank You, Rick V. So this one, once again, I started out with the rifle, 1 power. I just took out those targets. That was a no-shoot in the middle, right there. And this one was another no-shoot. Then finally finished it up with the one on the right side, dumped it, and then out came the handgun and had metal targets right up there on the right-hand side. Made pretty easy work out of those. Then I ran down, and there was a target on the left-hand side. Got that one, and then I never seen that prop before, but it's called a Polish Star, I believe. Kind of like a Texas Star, but it's Polish Star. So the guy told me once you hit the on the left, hit the lever, the thing will start spinning and start from the top. So then it'll kind of start leveling itself off. And I actually started doing pretty decent at it until, of course, ran out of ammo again, had to reload.
Tombstone, right.
Finally got it, and the guys were trying to tell me while it was spinning to hit the tombstone I didn't actually understand what the hell the tombstone were. It was actually those metal targets that I just hit, and I finally had missed another one on the right hand side. That was a paper target. Stage 6 results, 49.04 percentage points, 9th place in the 2-gun division. Stage 7, RTE Thanks You. So this was my favorite stage because I had the long range targets on here. So I started out with the handgun, and I got those metal targets. I had initially planned on starting with the rifle, but the guy told me it'd probably be a better idea to start with the handgun, and it probably made sense. Then I came over here to kneeling position, and just right when I was about to shoot, I forgot that there was that target there and the one on the left hand side. So engaged it, zoomed out to 8 power, and shot off the right side of the tire because it was kind of at an angle going up. So if I shot it from behind, it would have hit the front part of the tire like some of the guys were doing. So I started from the left hand side, and those are at about 300 yards. Got that one. I should use holdovers for this. I didn't dial anything. And then I don't know how the hell I missed that 100, but I did. Move over to the other side. Same thing. This was just regular double kneeling. And for some reason, I kept missing this target the first time. I got it the second one. This one seemed a little bit easier than the second one. Then this is 300 yards again. This one gave me a little bit of trouble. I don't know why, but I shoot it 4 times. Then finally I did it at 100. Stage 7 results, 98.55 percentage points, 2nd place in the 2-gun division. Match results, 64.48 percentage points, 7th out of 11 shooters in the 2-gun division, and 35th out of 51 shooters in overall. This was my first ever 2-gun / 3-gun style match, and overall I could have done better, especially with the pistol shooting. I'm not as fast as some of the other guys, but I had way too many misses that I should not have missed. And I did pretty good with the rifle, especially on the longer ranges. That kind of made up for it. But I just need to get a little bit better with the handgun and stop missing, especially the easy shots. All the guys in Squad 2 are very helpful. It's an amazing group of guys to shoot with. Definitely love to shoot these guys again in future matches. Please like, share, and subscribe. More competition videos coming.